I often make videos criticizing Dr. Boyce Watkins, but in this instance, I actually got to agree with him. I actually think that him and his wife had a conversation and she gave him permission to come out and speak truth because a lot of times um, he has no problem really holding men accountable, but he's very rarely holds women accountable, have anything to say about women when they do something wrong. Now, in this Fani Willis case, you can clearly see the way Nathan Wade is behaving on the stand because Nathan Wade knows the punishment that's about to be rendered down. He knows that his career is on the line, but you can see the defiance in Fani Willis. And she represents not all black women, but a portion of our sisters that who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna say anything? For years I talked about accountability in the black community, and I said that I'm not pro man, pro woman. I'm pro what's right. I'm pro black people, right? And when I start going in on some of the things that black women do, I lost a large portion of my women supporters because a lot of our women in our communities don't like to be told anything. You can't tell them nothing. So what happens is you starting to see this on display. A lot of people down in Atlanta don't like Fani. Now that Fani has the spotlight on her and she's being pressed, you can see the disrespect and the discontent and the defiantness that's coming out, and it's embarrassing to our people. It's embarrassing to the community. Because whether she did anything right or wrong, it's just a certain decorum in the way that you should handle yourself under the spotlight. Because you're not just representing yourself, you're representing the black image, period, and black women. Because they'll label the bad attitude black women, and this Fani don't represent all black women, but there's a large portion of black women that she do represent. But Fani Boyce Watkins had something to say. Check this out. What Boyce Watkins had to say. We'll come right back.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I wanted to come in for a second to talk about some stuff going on down south. Down south, a woman named Fani Willis is under fire for some situations involving an inappropriate relationship that she was having with one of her coworkers, an individual who she works with and is on her payroll. And this has led to her authority being questioned and her credibility being questioned as the lead prosecutor in the case against one Donald Trump involving stealing the election back in 2021. Now, Fani has really been fighting. She's been very aggressive, assertive slash defensive in defending her point of view, and the prosecutors have been seeking to find out when she went to dinner with her male friend. I think his name was Nathan, and and who paid for that dinner. And so, anyway, before I begin, though, let me ask you all: can you all hear me? Thank you, the Donnet Show. I appreciate you, man. And Anthony Rose. First of all, can you guys hear me? Okay, let me know if you can hear me. I'm on a different device, and I want to make sure my audio is good. Give me a quick yes to let me know you can hear me, and please hit that thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. I'm going to be very quick. Okay, thank you, Metamorph. I appreciate you, man, and Jabari. All right, okay, so with Fani, let me do a quick smell test. How many of y'all think that this is much ado about nothing? How many of y'all think that Fani is cool? I mean, Fani has been fighting pretty hard. She's been on the stand, and they have been asking her a lot of questions about mostly money. You know, who's paying for stuff, and when did your relationship begin? Those are the questions I've seen. I have not analyzed every scrap of the case in detail, but it seems like there's a lot sort of hinging on who paid for what and who who did what when and all this other stuff. And I do agree that the Trump people are very dirty. They're going to use whatever they can against you. I do believe that also her being a black woman does play a part in the aesthetics of the case. I think that there is a general belief in terms of black women being incompetent, and I think that the Trump people are probably offended and annoyed that there is a black woman that might bring down his ability to run for president. I think that is all connected. I think there is a racial issue with all of this, right? And I totally get that. But then there's also an accountability issue. One of the first things that Fani did, was she kind of pulled out the race card. I saw her. I think she went to a black church and kind of went into this whole like, how dare they question me, and they only question me because I'm a black woman, and this ain't right, y'all, and all this other stuff. And a lot of people said, amen. They swayed in the church and they said, oh yeah, you're right, girl. That's right. Go get them, girl. They trying to just get you because you're a black woman. And I'm gonna just tell you like this: this is not happening just because she's a black woman. The reality is that when you sleep with somebody that is your subordinate on the job, that typically does not end well for you. There was a governor of what was the state? Missouri, a governor of Missouri named Eric Grettens, who had an extramarital affair with his hairdresser. Did y'all know that? He slept with his hairdresser, and she was his subordinate. And he basically got in trouble for that. I think he ended up resigning as governor. He lost his position as governor. Did y'all know that? Matt Lauer. Anybody remember Matt Lauer with NBC? Matt Lauer didn't rape anybody. Matt Lauer didn't harass or assault. Matt Lauer didn't do anything illegal with anybody. He had consensual relationships. Now, he had more than one woman, but still, who are we to judge? Would it have been better if he'd only slept with one woman? No, he lost his job. The TJ Holmes and that white lady, they lost their jobs when they were sleeping together. Les Moonves, who worked with CBS, he also was accused of inappropriate behavior with subordinates. He slept with people that worked for him. They took him down. Charlie Rose went down. I could keep going down the list. And the point I want to make here is that I find it really interesting. And I told y'all this. When all this was happening to men, I was one of those people who said, wow, I'm really shocked. I understand if you want to take somebody down for harassment. But when you're taking people down for consensual relationships in the workplace, Tavis Smiley lost his gig at PBS. Do y'all remember that? Give me a yes or no if you remember Tavis Smiley losing his gig at PBS. Tavis didn't rape nobody. Those women wanted to sleep with Tavis. What did Tavis do wrong? What is wrong with somebody sleeping with somebody who wants to sleep with them? So here's the deal. If you want to know my position, yeah, do I think that what's happening to Fani is unjust? Hell yeah, it's unjust. Hell yeah, it's wrong. But here's the problem that Fani has, and this is where that liberal democratic hypocrisy is going to kick in, is that the same rules that Fani Willis and other Democrats want to apply to men, they're going to get applied to women. The same rules that y'all think apply to other people are going to apply to you.
Now, see, I agree with everything that Dr. Boyce Watkins said, in his video. And there's an accountability factor, and we're going into the equality factor. So you want to play the game and you want to do these things. Well, there's punishments that's going to be levied, and you want equality. Well, this is what equality looks like, But let's look at some of her defiantness, in the courtroom the other day. Let's check her out. We'll come right back.
Confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
So I'll say this, we're gonna have to do better as a people. Unfortunately, still in 2024, when one black person in a powerful position does something, is a reflection on all of us, because the media and the society says, look at them black people, where she might not represent us. She might not even represent the majority, but this is the perception that they put on black people. And so the black community has to hold Fani Willis accountable. See, this is the thing. She's not going to beat them folks in this court case, because this is their thing. You're trying to indulge and get into an activity that they've been doing. They only coming after you because you went after a powerful white man. You went after Trump, and you didn't have all your eggs in order, all your ducks in order. You didn't have everything. Your background wasn't squeaky clean. So they can come after you. And this is regular protocol for them. They've been sleeping with each other. They've been hiring their brothers and their sons and hiring their girlfriends and doing all this kind of stuff and getting away with it. They already had the good old boy network. So you want to come in and emulate and practice them and think you're going to beat them at their game and then get on a stand and have the audacity to be defiant? It don't work like that. This is their game. You got played. They hired you and put you in a position to do a specific job. And when they done with you, they're breaking their tools. They're breaking their tools. They're done with you. And you know it. That's why you're upset. You're so upset with them because you can't believe the people that you trusted. Right? These people, see, they say, well, her father was a former Black Panther. What that mean? A lot of the Black Panther members, it's not all of them, but a portion of the Black Panther members, that they hate the Black community. They feel like the Black community turned their back on them. They feel like the Black community forgot about their work. So her having a Black Panther father means nothing when you look at the people she's teamed with and the work that she's been doing on her own community. And the community down there don't like her. Now, do we need to get rid of some of these gang members that's tearing the community up? Absolutely. But is Fani Willis the person to do it? From what I'm hearing down there from black folks, no. No. So, and then when you see her behavior, it's just not a good thing, man. But I want to know from you guys what you guys think about what Dr. Boyce Watkins said. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.